recording yet?
Yes.
Okay. Just FYI disclaimer, I am recording this PD session with you guys because Rosie and Anna would like to work with me on how to make data analysis more effective on the school level, but also the AMP level. So yeah, they're gonna watch this and, help me get better. So yeah. All right, so the reason why we're here today is, one, we're gonna analyze the data from the STAR test that TK all the way up to third just took recently. And then two, the second part of today's session is called action planning. That is when you're actually going to, now that we looked at the data, we're gonna create an action of, okay, I know this now, so this is what I'm going to do to change or accelerate the data that we're seeing currently in our classrooms. And then three, the third part is focusing on the CKLA intervention toolkit, which is a curriculum that Alpha does provide that everyone has access to in order to support students who need to achieve higher academic levels. All right, first follow along with me. On the very top, I did have resources, just quick links. One, I linked the STAR data dashboard. Anna worked very hard in making sure she made all the data from STAR got transferred to this dashboard, and it makes looking at the data much more easy on the eyes, pretty visuals, easier for us to digest. And then I also linked a CKLA YouTube channel, which comes with a lot of example videos of how to roll out different parts of CKLA, which I do suggest you look. And then of course CKLA login, where we're going to access the toolkit, and then there is an actual toolkit intervention site that gives us more of an overview, like this is why the toolkit is effective, this is how it works, and then etc. So the purpose for today's meeting is, like I mentioned today, we're going to develop an action plan to support core instruction. We call it tier 1, like whole group instruction. And then 2, we're going to figure out who are the students that are on the bottom 10 percentile who need that additional instruction and support. And then 3, we're going to create an actual lesson plan, scope and sequence for those students on the bottom 10 percentile. The aspect that I do want to put, and I want to just put it out there verbally, is that when we're looking at the data, if you notice that you have a big group of students who are not there, that doesn't mean you're going to tutor half your class. That means that your core instruction needs to change because it's not effective enough to close the gap. So, just naming for transparency, this is an example. Purple means above, orange means on grade level, blue means behind. For example, this teacher could start tier 2 interventions because only 22% of her students are not at grade level. So that means that she can tutor those 22% in a tier 2 manner. Now, for example, let's say she had a whole 75% who are below, then she's not going to tutor 75% of her class. Thumbs up or thumbs down, does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool, all right. All right, for today's outcome, meaning what are we gonna get from this at the end of today's session is, 1, you're gonna develop and internalize your action plan to support your core instruction based on the data. 2, you're gonna collaborate with your instructional support team members on those action plans so that all stakeholders, whoever supports in your classrooms, are all aligned and prepared to begin this action plan. And then lastly, if you're into the tier 2 intervention groups, you're going to create and internalize your tier 2 intervention plan for those bottom 10 percentile students. All right, you may now open your computers. You may now open this document. And then once you're there, just go ahead and look up at me so I know we're ready to begin.
You said open the dashboard, correct?
No, just open the document.
Did you email the document? I don't know.
It's in the all staff. Are you a part of the all staff G chat?
The space? Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, just.
No, that's okay. Thank you for clarifying. All right. I want you to be here with me, and then we're gonna get started. All right. So data analysis process. Step 1 is we're gonna access the STAR dashboard. Don't open it yet, but it's linked there. And then the second data report that you're looking at is gonna be found in the Renaissance website. And you're specifically gonna look at a report called Monitor Student Mastery Reading. Here's a little picture of what it looks like on the website. When you're looking at the standards report, you are looking for 3 strengths, which 3 standards are like, wow, my class really mastered that. And then 3 opportunities like, ooh, that was actually really bad, let me try that again. And then while you're diving into the data, I do want you to look at these focus questions, and I'm gonna read them out loud. 1, what are the students' areas of strengths? 2, what are their areas of needs? Think about standards. 3, what is a street, map, and satellite data you are also referencing when looking at the STAR data? Because we know STAR is just 1 point. It may be a good reflection of where your student is, it might not be. Some students are great test takers, some are not. So we need to consider all different types of data when looking at the STAR data. And then think about, what does this data tell you? What does it tell you about your instruction? What does it tell you about your accommodations, your supports? And then, are you missing any other data? What data do you need to collect? And then the next one is, what are the trends when you look at the 3 buckets of on grade level, below grade level, above grade level? And then it has little references, look at these sections. And then number 5, what do you believe is impeding the student progress that we can influence? And I really want you to focus on your locus of control. What can you do to reduce the barrier or remove the barrier that's stopping the student from progressing? And then number 6, you're gonna start thinking about, what are you gonna do to remove that barrier once you identify it? Do you need to talk to your coach? Do you need to collaborate with another grade level teacher? Do you need to collaborate with a teacher above your grade or below your grade? Do you need to reach out to Blanca, see how they're doing? Reach out to Ant Team, hey, I need help. Do you need to research? Do you need to look up exemplary videos online? All right, I said a lot of stuff. So LJ, what are we doing?
So we're gonna look at the data and then have all those questions in mind as we're looking at it.
Great. All right, and what are the 2 data resources we are looking at? Tuan.
So we have the STAR data dashboard and the one from the Renaissance website.
Perfect. Myself and Vargas will be circulating to support. If you are not seated with the person that you push in with or work with the most, please rearrange and you may begin. I will start the clock.
Stackhouse. So I can work on you with Stackhouse, and then you are in Twan's class, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then if you wanna
I'm gonna
come over here, Twan, if you wanna go over there, and then Isabel, you can come over here.
dismiss you from this data meeting.
You.
Okay. No, it's not till 3.
This runs up until 3:45.
Oh,
You can float between the 2.
Okay, so right now, though, what am I looking at?
Right now, you are gonna sit with them. That's TK rolls over there, and then they're gonna keep you up to date. I forgot to name this, but please make a copy of this document and write in your responses to these questions. Make a copy,
You can actually go there.
email it to your
Put it all
coach.
together.
Okay. Only if you're a homeroom teacher. Make a copy if you're a homeroom teacher and share it with all related stakeholders. You only have access to this is just for you, yes, you don't have
Oh, and name it.
All right.
I wouldn't change the whole thing, I would just change
Is Elsa in your class or no?
TK.
Yes,
That
she
would be a
is.
way, like, if you really want your exposure data.
LJ is
Is that
fine.
So call it TK, call it Ohio State, whatever.
There's a way.
Not anymore.
I need, I'm gonna have Liz come in a minute because she's gonna need to help us understand what that.
Okay, so I think I should be looking at the start early reading. I should be the regular
Oh,
start.
no.
Like,
Oh, okay, so fun pink, what
fun.
was not, what she is going to let Anna know is to create one for Star Beauty.
Uh-huh.
It was only created for Star Early Lit, so you will need to go to the Renaissance page.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just am not doing the first link, right? Because
No, 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 yeah. We're hoping by the next time,
Sudarshanan, can you sit with that table just so you can have someone to partner with?
Where? Here?
Yeah,
No,
she
no,
can
no,
on
no,
stage,
no, no.
but you can sit with
She's
Ken
on.
Chavez so you guys can look at the data together.
I'll just show you mine. I don't.
You want her,
no,
you
so,
don't have
so
access,
for the
she does
dashboard,
technically
and
belongs
we
to
have
her,
only like,
and
and
like
then we
legally
create
she
for Star
has.
Early Lit, and then she has now let her know for Star Beauty. So just for this time, it's we have to look at the reports
So,
on Renaissance.
my question though is,
Yeah,
this
so if you
report
can
doesn't give
pull
us
your
much of anything
report,
because they're
download it, and can you
on
email it
Well, they're
to
on level.
the team?
They're not below
Because
level.
they
They're
will not
on
have
level.
access to it.
For TK.
Yeah, it's,
So
it's,
this
I don't even have
report is
access to it either,
not
yeah.
100% helpful in
It's
getting,
homework
like, the
teachers and
specific
then,
data that you need.
Minity is the coordinator for Star, so she
So
gets
it's
the
a data
access.
point and it will help more as.
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
I
I
don't
don't
get
get
it
it
either.
I
It'll
was
be
gonna
a comparison, and that one will really show you like that. When you look at this one, this is the one from Renaissance. And I got there, just so that you can see how I got there. You might have this one now, and you'll probably get added, but I don't know if you have Clever or if you
No,
have
I don't have
access
Amplify or anything.
But in a Clever, you will probably use.
I get
This is
that.
gonna take like a computer.
That was weird. I knew.
But like when
I'm
you
still
log
waiting
in,
for my
it
voice to
makes
come
it
back.
looks like to log
It's
in
not
before
fully
you do
back.
it. And it's telling me that it's been doing this to me like every other time. Just hit reload and it's
Just waiting for
Twan,
Twan.
like Control R is my friend. And then we are looking at this one. And the reason I'm like a little picky about this YT preaching,
Since
transition
Island is not
kindergarten
here,
is
and like she will not have access unless.
So it
Oh,
is,
it's required, like, or
it's not required, but it's
they're required for them
state
to offer it, like, they have to offer it to everyone.
This time.
if we're offering it, yes, it has to be available. But
I mean,
transitional kindergarten,
available to everyone, whether they actually use it or not.
transitional kindergarten is,
We can, when at least.
It has to be
If I download the PDF, it's for paint. It doesn't let you go into any.
so it's just like, and we've been using transitional kindergarten TK with
It's
just
only
family.
download the first page, not the one.
It's
You and I
probably
and
more of a
just
like,
make up.
Oh, yeah,
But I mean,
I knew
it's-
there was probably a different.
this one?
it's not preschool, it's not pre-kindergarten, it's actually here, but it's transitional. It's a daily thing. So we went to report, there's a lot of reports here, and I haven't pinned them yet. Just click on that little pin.
Yeah.
And then it goes up to the top.
Like you kind of favorite making the pins like.
So this one is good. There's this. I think the STAR test record report, we won't look at that one because it's not one of the ones, this was another
This
one
was
that I
the-
liked looking at. And it will give us even more data.
What you can do right now instead
When you go to the
is
student monitor dashboard,
the websites. This one and this
so
one.
you just can grab
And
that
then just
document,
like-
you'll want to go back to the other areas of strength. Scroll down to like greater
Yeah, just look at this one, look at this one, and just like look at the video.
So like areas of strength, like this is still, it looks bad because they're in red, but it's just beginning. Yeah. Like, and that's where they are.
There's no last
You
year.
able
Yeah, there's no, they're beginning of the game.
Gander and outside stack houses.
These,
I
like,
don't get
key
any access
ideas,
to
was at
any.
35, so like I opened.
For like
Her,
standards?
her, not her standards, her students for
That's
STAR.
the lowest
The report.
score of the whole class.
Which
So like
one?
these
Which
are the
report?
averages for the whole class.
It's
So I
like
opened
their
the
name,
class
the student, it's like their name and then where they got placed.
You'll need to email, contact and or talk to Rob.
There's a lot of reports.
But, and so this, like when you click on the little.
The one that
graph,
you would want her for this
So
was
the standard.
the standard one.
So when you do the drop down up here, it's just the whole class.
Yeah, so this line is the whole class, 70%. This line is
Just
just
these
any kids. Yeah, and then for me, like I have to scroll the looking at the other things. I'm not looking at the
Yeah, nothing.
that is, so like areas of strength, I would say they have a pretty strong understanding of key ideas. And print concepts, 32, like, for like the, for what we have, we have. So print concepts and key ideas and details were the two highest things that they had.
The one that was like.
What are print concepts?
So print concepts are going to be, I don't know if it's gonna tell me, but what I understand print concepts to be is, this is the cover of the book, and this is the spine of the book.
More
This is
like physical.
concepts like,
Got it.
this word is, this is a word, and we've just started this, cause when you think of TK and pre-K, it's their first experience in school.
Yeah.
They don't know, they
They
start.
might think like, oh yeah, this is the, open the cover, they're like, what's
What's a cover?
What's a
Yeah.
cover?
So like you're literally teaching them everything. Like today we did an activity where we sorted letters, words, and sentences.
Oh, so they know what those things are.
Because they don't know the difference between a letter and a word. They don't
Or
know
is it
that
something they're like,
they don't know that letters make up words. So like we gave everybody pieces of paper and they sorted them into like pocket charts. And they're gonna stay in the room.
that's cool.
And it's something that was in our CKLA, that's part of our curriculum. And sometimes at CKLA, I was sharing with Miss A, sometimes we don't get to review things as much as you notice the kids needing.
Yeah.
So if you go in tomorrow and you say, all right, is this a letter? Or
They may not know
give
exactly
two
what they
students.
want.
Yeah. But the lesson plan does not say review this another day.
Yeah,
So
so obviously you wanna build on
as
scaffolding that.
as my warm up, I would typically take something we learned yesterday and use that as the warm up for the next day. Or the ignite, the language I'm still learning. But, so you take that, and it's their warm up. So tomorrow, when you start ELA, you might like pull out 4 or 5 of those cards, like 5 letters, 5 words, and 3 sentences, and give them to kids and have them sort them again.
Got it.
And call them up and like coach them through that, because then they're doing it the second day in a row and they're building that
And they're
practice.
seeing other kids do it.
See, I feel
But let me look up what exactly
Yeah.
print concepts are. Concepts.
Not for Google.
TK. Letters and words hold meaning, print is what we read. So
Yeah,
like
so
all the
it's
stuff that I said, yeah, we read
Or
from
spot
left
to
to
right,
right.
like, oh, this is a picture of an umbrella, and it says umbrella. Like,
So it's the concepts of print.
oh yeah, that is very much what you're saying. We read top to bottom, like,
Yep.
start them.
They don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They don't
read.
recognize, well, and they don't
Well,
recognize.
hopefully they've read with their parents.
Well, and they, even like we write our name, we start on the left. There's several students that are starting on the right. And you think about it, you write with your right hand, like that's,
Yeah.
like that makes sense if you start on the side. So I just redirected them of like, oh, your J goes on the left.
Like your hand's gonna be real dirty, so the left hand are doing right, left, right, and their like hands are like covered in like lid. I remember the left hand would always be like their no hands was like covered in lid.
I learned how to not run my hand across my fingers and I start but yes, so those key strengths, areas of need are normal.
So in some cases.
I mean, it's where we are in the year, but areas of need are phonological awareness and phonics and word recognition. And those different things are, which is, all of this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Every day. So,
It's only been a couple, but just one perspective.
1, 2,
The ideal, but I know we can get there and everything, because I can envision that we have multiple interventions happening.
Oh.
But this is what we're noticing, we're seeing that.
I didn't even open it. I did this unintentionally
It's just when it comes to
the other day, and I was like, hey, let's just, since I saw our star data, I think we need to practice saying our letters out. And so I was like, I pulled this up and we just did it as a whole class.
It does say we do have 3 of them grade level, which is
And then the flip.
Oh, no, you're not reading this one.
Yeah, and I would tell them like, we can't learn this one yet, we still need to learn this one.
Oh,
And
okay.
I like,
then we have all grade levels,
and like you
straight
figure out.
and that would be more like Elizabeth and Sarah.
She said, says, and I would point,
Oh.
but I'm also wondering
The one
if
that always help, has a.
maybe,
No, she's not available. Which is crazy, right? That's a great example. Stephanie.
then this becomes.
You would see
You're
Stephanie
the slide.
is on grade level, however, when she tests, she comes in at 1.1, which means first
Like,
month of
but
first grade.
listen, she said, we can add the 3-part drill in the beginning
So that's like
of
a
our
good way of looking
instruction.
at it, that these scores are truly
So it's not like
representative.
3-part
Because
drill
as we
is.
see
So it's the same
Nico,
concept, 3-part drill is a new concept.
he can, however,
Yeah,
that's why
skills
he
will be
has
your
certain
new
testing
concept.
Yeah,
programs
skills will be the new
so that we can
concept.
see, because he's a very,
And
he
then
can test very well.
related
But we
worksheets
just
to the
need to
new
know how
concept
to
and review.
give him the test.
Yeah, that's the part you really need to stamp, cause they need to practice
then
it during the
Stephanie.
center's time.
Stephanie
You
is
also need to bring it up
high
again during the
student.
homework.
She can
The
be,
exact
she
same
can,
skill.
she's aware, she knows.
So like, this
However,
is
what we're seeing is same thing with testing. Same thing if you notice with exit tickets.
Why is it bringing up
Exit ticket, it's kind of like the same thing receiving data, so she doesn't process. She just kind of like,
So I'll show
she
you
would,
what
no,
I
like
did
she'll
on
do it, but then
Monday.
she'll like, boom, it's gone. But if I say, hey Stephanie, come help me do it on the board, Stephanie can do it on the board.
So like this would be the new
I think that's
concept,
what we're
right?
seeing at this
So you're
point.
introducing diagrams.
So all of this isn't
Right,
fully
yes.
accurate.
And so I
have
took
another one,
what I
But
learned with the
what I'm telling
skills.
them is that like a
Like
lot of
these are
times we have
sister
these schools,
sounds.
there's
This
26 of
one,
them.
we call it
But then I'm also telling them a lot of them.
quiet.
The schools are
And
this
then
is what,
and they had to
because
determine
as
and
we're
I used what
Stephanie,
were
she
the
took a
skills.
star, she got a
And then
1.1.
on Tuesday,
Is not top.
Actual
That is
work
the
she can do.
So
But
that's
like here, she can't be in some way.
Testing anxiety,
like I brought it up and they can practice this and then they have to
David's
explain
very
it.
capable, because what, that's why I told him he can.
We have an hour.
He thinks it's
So
still
all you have to write it
comments
down.
reading at a higher level, he just can't.
Right.
So like our
knowing what you
phonics
know about
block.
certain students who don't show what they know on online tests, what can you do?
Their
Can
learning.
you click on?
So,
So our phonics block would be 3-part drill.
Scroll to looking at the.
So, one, you gotta get
Okay, sorry, I'm like looking at Word.
3-part drill.
Yeah,
New skills.
So one, exposure to the word, getting them to see that it's not a scary thing.
So those are
But my question is with the new skill though, is it the new, cause you know like with CKLA, like sometimes it's just like a review day.
Sitting down with these students while they're doing online learning programs, it's just, because you're missing data, you're missing why can't they perform on this test? So in order to know why, what's the barrier there, we need to sit with them as they do online learning. Like, what is it? Is it just a feeling? Is it that they don't know how to work with buttons?
Like they can know how to do it, but then when they read the question, you're like, wait, what do you have?
And I noticed that with Freckle, like I assigned a couple ELA things and I was like, wait, how am I supposed to do this? And I had to do it like that and then show it.
Yeah, Freckle.
So obviously, so we have Jerry, like this is where this is where they're at.
I like Freckle.
Your class was.
Sorry, that's another.
We gotta love.
They've been trying both, and I think what I like about Freckle ELA, especially right now they're doing like diagrams,
No takes for you or for.
isolates both sounds and focuses on the diagrams.
They're all.
But then it's like having, it's like actually doing like a word sort as well with them.
Are you having them do the?
Thing, and then I have my, so like how you have it here, and then on this side I have his note taker.
Like Emily and. Those 4.5.
Well, his copy. That's the, no, this one is the, yeah.
4.2, we're above grade level.
Because the ones who are
I mean, we can work with
Yeah,
that.
but I have so many tabs.
I had a question, so.
I'm like, that was good.
Oh.
And that's actually be very important for them.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
And so what is this?
Street data is data that.
I know.
It's on here, because they're looking at stack houses. I was like talking with them about it. Back in the overlays, send it,
Well, when I sent on satellite, it's 190, or more, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I told, Joy the different times.
No, I know, like, so like, our code. So you can change it, let's say, satellite to map, we'll change satellite. Because that's some data, because our platform.
I know they have an electives meeting, I don't, yeah. And then I don't. The event deliverables.
But I know as far as I know, you don't have to.
They've been doing
And the
really
language
good.
is just focused on now.
They've been doing it last year.
Okay, so you can change it to satellite, because we don't really have
When you push
satellite.
to do that, when they're red.
I have, and I went in over.
So we have a great where she's
Really look at the full data.
Oh,
This is what I just.
So we didn't look at the school data because. Oh, so right now, you know, we're
Let's print it out and put it on the This was very standard, of course.
Yeah, we were looking at.
So, on my like observation, and for this one, like, I would say if they are all around now, they can keep, that means they can look at the work, they know the sound, and they can blend or blend. Okay, so I would say that about coding, I would can say that they can comprehension is no problem.
Ren is it's Ren, AI, SF.
Where do you see his areas in?
So you'll just have to her access or
I don't know if they need one of my Spanish. There are some Spanish speakers. Two of them, and the 1% now can
Well, some things are actually, you know, it's supposed to be something like this.
3% now.
You know what place that is?
Well, I guess.
Helio.
Yeah.
Oh, Helio.
That is something we're not in.
Helio?
No one coming for Helio.
Some of their projects.
Because the only people that I see coming for service is Adrian. He's the one that
But their
gets
attention.
taken out most of the time, yeah, but otherwise no.
I'm gonna give you a section, put your sample on it.
Like Kenya, she's like
I know it's
Spanish speaker for the most of the
I
time,
want to say 3 to 5
but.
cents per year, but I doubt it's even that.
Oh,
I know, that's what it used to be before. That's like a decade ago, when everything on computers, things like TikTok, and it's like, it's like half that.
It's like about a minute.
Within your Spanish
That's what
speakers,
it's right.
where
Yeah, so they're
you,
saying like 3 to 5, it's like, I don't know.
and what's the specific?
Because I know speakers.
Yeah, for some of them, it's between 3 to 5 minutes.
I would say
Sometimes for
more,
like about like, so
4 minutes.
they can go just for.
Early in the morning.
So they have to give them a break, let them come back.
Well, and you have to be aware of the breaks they need, and if you give them like an active break or a running break, you need to bring them back down to focus to get it. Because then they're just out of their height. You have to get retention.
Is there other breaks that are not range? Like,
So, the end of the slide, like, these are the slides that, I have slides for tomorrow and so there'll be at least 2 different slides.
I know that, yeah.
And a lot of the breaks are built in where we found.
At least Sarah has kids.
So like,
But I think they only pull him out at one
today
time.
we
that's
said.
it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty quick.
Because that is the
Okay,
time
yeah.
that can't be up and after.
And then, like, I would, when I travel every day,
Today, let's say this career.
they could even put it in a sentence, but do they really understand it? So I'm using a lot of
yeah, it was like,
body
stop
stuff,
it.
and it's working a lot. Today I happened to do that, and I do it with them, like,
And I do see some trends in my class.
and then I would
I see them, there are some of them will go ask for directions during the reading time. Jacob, these two guys always ask directions during the reading time. And they actually reflect in here. With Jacob, it's at 4 percentile, and Joseph 1.
And they know the patterns, and students have, so like, just
Like what Angel can read, I know he can read because I work one-on-one with him. He can read. Jacob and
So are you noticing Angel is able to read, he's able to read
Angel is able to
independently?
read, yeah, because like when I work with him doing the math problem, and ask him to read the word problem, he can read just fine. So, he does, he runs the test, investigate more on that.
So then right there with your name, like that would be filling in with like the street data, like within observations, like naming how like, for like, if it's not just Angel and others, like naming like when in like another content, when asked to read, are able to read it.
It's also really important that because you need that time to cover the part of the work, so those who, like, this is fitting here. And these are the things that will help us show the reasons, and this is where also.
How, from like also overseeing the class, how many, like what percentage do you say like need that support?
So we're having a line to our morning meeting.
As a group, as a big group.
And she'll do like some of those concepts like look at how I'm hearing my we're adding that back done here we're doing it because we find
How, what did you notice from
We've been asking, like, what is that?
It's just the covers,
Some of my drugs,
those are all words.
I know they are
There,
able
like,
to
these are classroom rules.
read like for first one, like the keyboard, like they can do it, but
Getting into the routine,
just want to give you
but all of
like
our
they say,
covers, like,
So for example, even when you actually dinner statement,
this is a hard one.
what I've
And in order to redirect them back to their seat,
And then I
that's the most effective way to do it. Like, oh, that's not how we ask for help.
and then I cover.
Because they're too
Yeah,
It's hard,
Yeah.
and then you're like, you like, I'm so, if you do that, it's work. It's like, everything's good, and if you give it the truth,
So they could go rules every day, and then our new slides that I added.
and then the point that you made is how like,
And so this is
do you think AG and others like how is it maybe like they're able to handle more problems that like that's the great like how many other things in addition to AG like do that.
And the students, there are some students who sit on this, and that's why.
Yeah, because how you were saying that like, yeah.
Yeah, I see all them getting
So,
read.
and then
More to like gauge a percentage of how many.
All like two girls get like
And then these are
read the word problem
and you'll see Miss A model.
just those three,
And then
and what is weird to me is
And
that
this is what
he
these words.
know about it, he's like need a push.
So the phonological awareness is gonna be.
But also noting that though, like, are you just saying like in math, like tutors in your class are able to read the problems and pull out what they're being asked to do?
Yeah, and because I see the format like every day. And if I feel like it's not what they test me to do, I like try it.
You definitely should see a big.
Well, and I probably will be.
And also,
I mean, if you have certain classes, so like that's data.
I think
Hang on to, it's like, there were 2%. So it's not like 2%.
because
2%, I think it was.
I look at my student data in class and I think around 20%. And for everything there, for everything below 10%, I will make a separate.
And it may be different, like, in good, I mean, find like she's much more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And it's still like,
She doesn't seem to be like not good.
strong.
But this helps me figure out
all your lab students. Obviously, I know way that's
You'll see the response. And because I haven't, nothing even more to see. So it'll like, it'll definitely start like more, it'll be interesting, like I, we'll see what happens. But like, so, I don't know that this is for sure.
And next one, like for example, if you're focusing on you started on
I tried 3 different ways.
So like,
And like,
look
but
at
like maybe
the
the initial day that was like, even
I
do
am
it.
noticing that you have a large
It's a PDF.
It's not text, I know. Yeah, but I did help them.
So looking at your data,
That helped me a lot. So watch your kids say like that after their test. So that I then knew.
you have no one in the yellow.
I don't know if it was.
Everyone, sorry, you have no one in the yellow.
That was just the beginning. Even that was hard for them.
So,
and then I'll like, okay, I'll go around and
Yeah, like they're not used to attending to it.
Tier 1 is a reading.
That was data.
So now is when you dive deeper into, okay, let's look at this standard.
In Renaissance.
I noticed that majority of these kids.
And what's specific data about reading? A lot of our data right now.
kind of like,
For example. So one of the things to do to make it more engaging for
and then I would say
change the modalities of how they show their thinking. For example, is it always paper and pencil, or are you gonna allow them to use like a whiteboard? Are you gonna allow them
So this test like.
more like that.
use a marker? Which are you gonna change the way you show them
No, they're not all, they're okay.
Are you gonna offer more flexibility?
When he shuts down, I felt like for me, this is helpful.
So like,
We block down there in between, like they have it.
How many?
like seven.
But I think this year,
So like, she worked on.
Information to them, and they're
He
saying.
also lately, he
So
likes
are you gonna
to,
change the way that?
so he likes to do this, it's kind of been.
And the piece that Menacee is naming is how we look within the rubric, when we look at the category within proficient, that there's multiple ways that students can show their learning. And for you to get to that part of proficient, it's that piece right there, is like, what are the different ways that your students are engaging in the different standards?
Food is a distraction.
You know what's helping a lot? If you
love
look at
her,
like, if you research DLs,
As they get things right.
if you see like
They don't need to go in
examples of
They just come right from here. We have not had a lot of.
So kids could choose to opt in. Right now, I'm thinking that they're just not paying attention, so.
That's usually how we do it.
So how can we ensure that they want
But like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I go pick these girls by themselves. And then I take volunteers.
And then like I have all these slides right here.
So there's 3 different
I say
things.
something, can you?
If you drop down, tell me what this is, if you want to get it where it's only, it'll type how we want
And then I'll put it on call. And then I'll be
After that, we go to.
And I'll just have to change the way that they'll type, like the graphics and organized, or all these other things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I go, turn and talk with,
It gives some really good things.
5 minutes.
as
And the piece is like, when you're like looking at the different resources, what I have done, when I have done different UDL things, is I do it like a whole class so they all like know it, like what it is. I don't just like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this, because then you're gonna, like, you also wanna give them their different
That we use and options quality videos that the kids can access for phonics, for math, for all the different things. I don't like him, but he teaches things very well. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it.
I find it kind of weird, but like,
Yeah, they like, so like this OT closet,
better or something. Because then it also gives you a cue on like,
She has them do patterns, and they've only done it once, so it's gonna like, it's gonna be a little bit of work, but she's really good because she has different lots of like brain gym activities, like hand workout, hand warm up.
I've done this tier one system of providing like,
To where it's like, because their fine motor and gross motor skills are very low. Because they haven't held pencils before, they haven't done things like that. There's a lot of really good videos in here, I highly recommend going through these and seeing which other ones you wanna use. But the one that we started them on is this one, and has them like do, this is just the instructions, but then it's like, then they go to an okay. And so it's got it also has a metronome with it, so like it's teaching them to like follow a beat. And so they go through.
You could do a whole class.
What I did the other day was like repeat, so like you know like
Yeah,
what they're doing.
because there's no words said in this video, they just have to watch. So like saying it out loud while you're doing it until they like can attend.
Like yeah, attach it.
Yeah.
Until they can like really recognize what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, it's like.
if it gets I guess we
And they really, like, you can see them really trying, and it's very good for them to do stuff like this. A lot of these ideas I got from different OTs and different speech teachers that I worked with. Anytime I can use.
what would be like any
So like, that's what we're working on to get them used to, like, making their hands. They then go, we model at the carpet, because everything so far in our classroom has happened home group. So like, the role of whoever's not in the teacher's chair at that moment is just like making sure as many of them are attending. The routine is whoever's in the teacher's chair is the one who's releasing it to the bathroom, who's releasing the tissues.
Person in charge of it is not too. Oh, I thought they were.
Yeah, so like, just so like, whoever's in the teacher chair is just the one releasing them, that way there's not 3 kids waiting for the bathroom, or 3 kids at the drinks. They have really started to try and take advantage of that, and like, just, yeah, just like, they see somebody get up and go get a drink, they're going to get a drink. No, like, no. That's why I
like just push you get to drink.
you have done like
yeah, you probably
like,
say
no,
that.
I am.
PE, you know, like find your soulmate. So like getting up.
So this is what we did on Tuesday, and so whoever's like leading that part of the day, like models it in the teacher's property, and then the kids get released to, so teacher models, and
like getting them moving, like we also did like literally moving around, like activate like the brain as well, hearing from different people and all that, like that is still like a partner sharing opportunity. But the engagement where I was like, I get to go talk to like someone, maybe I like for a while go to my friend, and then like you get more like find someone who like you've never talked to before, or find
things
someone
to be aware of and to try and avoid is just releasing, just saying, all right, go back to your table. You want to give them very clear like next steps of like the way that has worked really well most of the time to leave the table is like hold a vortex, and we count 1, 2, 3, and then 1 they stand up, 2 turn and track whichever direction you tell them. Usually it's turn and track the back window, or like they go in the classroom. And then on 3 they start walking, and they walk in their rows of dots. So like the back row leaves first, and you tell them where they're going. So I say, all right, when you leave, you're rotating the classroom back to your seat. So like they leave the carpet in a line versus like a mob.
Yeah, so just like this to go through when they sit down and done.
What I think is also worked for us is our table pattern. So we assign one person for each table to look at like their books. Like, okay, so and so person is not like
20, 30.
yeah, so it's one person in charge of the book. So I sit on the table. We usually discuss just the table.
Yeah.
So then it's not like the whole table.
And encouraging them that in order, like I haven't started assigning classroom jobs yet, because we're still learning who can do what. So what and that's actually a good thing for me to add to this document.
I do have an idea of how do you want
She has a very good.
Or at least we can start a few of the jobs little by little, like, hey, we can do these and keep adding jobs as we see fit.
our table pattern.
Bum, bum.